All right, let's dive right in. Today we're looking at a really powerful educational theory from Japan that completely rethinks what it means to learn and to participate. It's called the Sankaku Theory, and honestly, it might just change how you look at your role in every meeting, project, or class you're part of.
So let's just start with this one simple question. When you're in a situation where you're supposed to be learning or collaborating, where are you? Are you in the audience, kind of just taking it all in? Or are you actually up there on the stage as part of the action? Because that question, that's the key that unlocks this whole idea.
Okay, so here's the core concept. The entire theory is built around this amazing metaphor, the theater. Think about it. Every learning environment, whether it's a classroom, a business workshop, even a quick team meeting, is a kind of stage. And every single person there is playing a role. So who came up with all this? Well, the person we have to thank is Professor Yoshiki Hayashi. He developed these ideas through his really groundbreaking work, which he called student commitment classwork. His whole mission was to figure out how to transform students from being, passive sponges for information into active, responsible creators of their own learning.
So what Hayashi came up with was this idea that our participation can be broken down into three distinct levels, or stages. It's best to think of them like three acts in a play. Each act demands a deeper level of engagement, and they move you from just sitting in the audience all the way to working behind the curtain.
So Act 1, the first and most basic level, is sanshu. This pretty much just translates to attendance. This is the passive stage. You're in the room, you're physically there, but that's about it. Your engagement is totally individual. You're basically learning by yourself, even if you're surrounded by people. And this chart here lays it out perfectly, right? At this sanshu level, your role is the audience. Your main action is watching, and your relationship to everything that's happening, you're simply present. You're in your seat, and the show is unfolding in front of you.
Now, here's the crucial part. Moving beyond just showing up, that takes a conscious decision. It's a leap. It's the moment you decide to get out of your seat and actually step onto the stage. This is the first really big shift in how you engage. And that leap takes us to stage 2, Sanyu, which is all about collaboration. At this point, you're not just watching anymore. You are actively interacting with other people. Learning becomes a collective thing. But, and this is key, it's happening on a stage that has already been set up for you. So your role completely shifts. You've become a performer. Your action is interacting with others, and your relationship is now one of involvement. You have a part to play, you might have lines to say, and you're directly engaged with the other actors on that stage. But wait, there's another leap to make, and this one is even more profound. This is the move from simply acting out a part that someone else wrote on a stage that someone else built to actually taking responsibility for the entire production. This is the leap from being an actor to becoming a creator. And that brings us to the very top, stage 3, Sankaku. This word implies a really deep kind of commitment or participation. At this level, you're not just involved, you are fundamentally responsible. You take ownership for creating the conditions that allow everyone to succeed.
So your role transforms again, this time into the stage builder. You're now behind the scenes. Your actions aren't just interacting, they're planning and executing. And your relationship to the whole thing is one of total responsibility. You're the one making sure the lights work, the props are in place, and that the play can even happen at all. Okay, so what does it actually mean to be a stage builder? I mean, how do you do that? Well, the ability to operate at this highest Sankaku level really depends on understanding one more crucial Japanese concept that ties this all together. And that concept is ba-zukuri. It literally translates to something like placemaking, but it's so much more than that. It's the art of designing the entire environment, the context, the atmosphere, the rules of engagement, to make sure the activity can succeed. It's about building the stage itself. And this quote from Hayashi just nails it. This is the absolute core of the whole theory. True deep learning, true commitment, isn't about being the best actor on the stage. It's about taking on the responsibility of creating the stage where everyone can perform well. Now, this framework is so powerful because it applies to everything, way beyond a classroom. It's a mental model you can use for participation in pretty much any area of your life. So it all comes down to this massive shift in your mindset. A performer asks, what's my role here? What am I supposed to do? But a creator, a stage builder,
asks a much bigger, much more powerful question. What kind of stage do we need to build here for this to succeed? What environment is going to bring out the best in everyone? And you can apply this everywhere. Think about it. In your job, are you just doing your assigned tasks, or are you helping to shape the team's culture and processes? With a community project, are you just showing up to lend a hand, or are you helping to organize things so it's a great event for everyone? So I'll leave you with this final thought to chew on. In all the important areas of your life, where are you really? Are you sitting in the audience waiting for the show to start? Are you up on stage just performing a role someone else gave you? Or are you the one backstage, grabbing a hammer, designing the lighting, and building the very stage where something great can happen?